Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Hello.
And we're joined by Brett.
Really? Braden, the goofiest kid out the dang limo, that got the rose, despite what your best friend brother said. I quit.
Brett is obviously not as excited about the first impression rose as maybe some of the others were. If you don't understand what we're talking about by now, we are here to talk the season 20 premiere of The Bachelorette, Charity Lawson season. I'm going to say, Brian, I really enjoyed episode 1. We had the lowest hopes probably going into this season. The hype didn't really seem to be there. Didn't really seem to have a lot of drama and stuff really teased in the trailers. We knew about her brother coming and all that kind of stuff. And that's really all we knew about the season. But man, they had a pretty impressive group of guys, I thought. There's not a lot of like slouches out there for sure, as far as like their professional lives and what they have going on. They're all really tall. And we'll get into it later, but there may be a few Batman villains on this season of The Bachelorette. Brian, I'm going to kick it to you first. Overall impressions. How did you think the season premiere went compared to what you thought?
I mean, it was better than I thought, but my expectations were probably like on the floor.
Okay.
I thought it was fine. I just didn't really love the brother disguise. It wasn't hitting for me. It makes me question the intelligence of all those guys, how they didn't see it.
Right. What did you think of the premiere?
Yeah, so I agree with the disguise. That was terrible. Some of these guys even said they saw her season and then couldn't tell that was either just a bad disguise or a brother or all of the above. And the premiere itself, I thought a lot of these guys had terrible limo exits and just not impressed overall. Poor crop.
2 seasons, 3 seasons now. Unfortunately, we are not looking like we are ever going to go back to the crazy big intros. No shout outs to like the big smooth PJs and bringing in the fire trucks. And they used to have crazy. And now, like, honestly, we used to make fun of them and I miss them. I miss them too, Brett. I think it's total call out. Let us know in the comments. I think you all can agree that those limo entrances used to be legendary and honestly kind of carried us through a lot of the episode. But again, I want to say, like, I was pleasantly surprised. This episode to me felt like an old Bachelor episode, Ryan. It didn't feel like it was too forced. Now, the brother thing was goofy, right? He looks like Dwight or Jim when they go to Utica for The Office, like the worst kind of like mustache disguise. I think the idea behind it was okay, right? But I think they should have done it in a different way, like make him one of the contestants without a fake thing. Like they don't know what her brother looks like, right? Like how would they know what her brother looks like? He could have been there for the first few weeks. He can pretend like he's getting pulled into one-on-ones and things like that. They never have to see them get physical or like anything like that. And then that's really where you get the real mole type crap going on. And if they were pushing for that, that's how I would have done it.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with you. The disguise thing just took it way over the edge. And being recon, especially going on a group date and then like even hanging back and like people reacting to other people getting one-on-ones, I think that would have been better TV and just created, because I thought the drama they created just wasn't that interesting. And it's gone. They just kill things so quickly on this show. They need to let some stuff build.
They should have sent another brother that she doesn't talk about.
Maybe that would be the deep fake. There's another brother who's already there.
That would be really fun.
My brother, my best friend. Oh yeah, I have another brother and a sister, but like screw them. They weren't even on my season.
Yeah, they're watching. I love to see their Twitter accounts tonight. Like, whoa, where's the love at Charity?
Wait, real quick, does Nehemiah come back for the like when the family meets?
There's no doubt Nehemiah is not there. And if I'm one of the people who gets to go there, if I have an idea Nehemiah is going to be there, I'd go there with like the fake.
Yeah, you need to go. He's serving the family drinks. Like he's just still doing recon.
I'm surprised they revealed him. I thought he was going to be a contestant, like you said, and then like see how deep can he go and like.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I would have liked that a lot. But hey, I want to run through a few. I think the best course of action. I'm going to run really quickly through the cast members, their intros. Any reactions to any of them, let me know. I also forgot who we picked, Brian. Do you remember?
I picked Aaron B, you picked Xavier, and then
Ooh,
Brett,
that's
you
a
picked,
pretty good one. Okay.
yeah, no, I actually think like Brett, we didn't see a lot of your guy, but I mean,
Dude, I thought he was gone.
yeah,
Who was your
He
guy, Brett?
had no words.
he was
Zero
Caleb with a
words.
K.
Oh, Caleb
I
K.
told
Okay.
He was like
they're all
the
so
fourth to
tall.
last rose.
And it like my guy walks out being all
Yeah.
tall and stuff, and
Mhm.
then no words the entire episode. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, he's going home.
Yeah, Bill, I thought we did pretty well.
Okay.
So
No,
far.
I'm feeling way better. We'll get to that when we get to the names. Okay, so I'm going to kick it off from the top of the episode's full spoilers for the episode. Obviously, at this point, if you haven't got that gist, Charity Lawson is the Bachelorette. She is 27. She works in clinical child psychology, kind of like a social work type of situation. They throw out to Zach a little bit. She gives him way too much credit. I don't, he helped me open up.
She's a great Bachelorette.
One thing that will be, I think, really important, the only thing I really want to note about her personal life, she said she did have a history of being cheated on in her relationships. I want to see if she kind of has any kind of jealousy towards like other guys, like, having to share. I'm just curious, like how she'll open up or not. Now, the couple guys did get a kiss tonight, so I mean that part was encouraging. She does seem open to the process. And again, I thought Charity, listen, within the first 30 seconds of this episode, we saw and heard more of Charity than I felt like we did all of the Bachelor season.
100%.
Like, I feel like I actually know her. Like, why can't that amount of time they can give to all the contestants and you would actually really get to know people? Like, frankly.
I completely agree.
Aaron B, number 1, 29, mega tall, software rep out of San Diego. He also likes to be a photographer. He does the coin flip. If I get heads, I am going in. If I get tails, I'm going home. Me and Brian both said it's like Two-Face. That guy definitely had a two-headed coin. I thought they were going to reveal that. I thought he was going to be like, yeah, by the way, I don't leave it up to chance.
And it makes it even better that he's my pick. I might have to start dressing with like the color, like put like the blue paint on my face for Two-Face.
Is he still your pick? Because I thought he was a loser.
No, you can't
Dude,
undo your pick. The rules of the game are sacrosanct, Brett. You do your blind pick, and that's your pick.
He seemed too weird.
I think he's a final five. I felt good.
I have him in the top tier. I have him in the top tier.
I said, "Oh, man, I thought he did well for her." I mean, I'm going based off of her reactions, and
yeah, that's what I have. Like
the piano thing was terrible. It was brutal. It was brutal, but
listen, it was a little weird. Josh, 28, Harvard student, hand to the heart. Thought he was a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, 27. This was the tennis pro from Hawaii. I don't mind Joey. Joey just seems like a chill dude.
Better on TV for sure.
I was wondering if she'd leave that flower in her hair for the other guys, but she did not.
She did not. Warwick, he booked a flight for her.
Simp.
I thought he was gone.
Xavier, my pick, biomedical PhD. He knits. He goes to the gym. He plays music. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think he's a solid front runner.
He doesn't have a cure for a lonely heart, though. Caleb A, we're into our last name initials, guys. He's a doctor with the stethoscope to the heart. I feel like we've seen that before.
Yeah, for sure.
Khalid, her name means charity. His name means forever. Spoiler alert, it doesn't mean forever on the season. Nick said he'll fight for her. That was whatever.
Yeah, lame.
John Henry, 2 first names. He's the underwater welder. Came with a scuba helmet.
We never saw his face.
I thought it was original.
Not the worst, I guess.
I don't think we ever saw his face.
We saw his face.
We did.
He took the helmet off.
He took the helmet off.
We saw the helmet on the ground. I don't think we saw his face.
We 100% saw his face.
We saw his face. Looks like a normal ass white dude.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay. Aaron S. He was the guy who wanted to make a wish on the candle.
Awful.
Tanner, 30. He was the waving the white towel, which I thought was kind of funny. He made his Tanner towel white, which I don't think he should have done.
That's what I thought. Yeah, the white towel thing.
Well, I think he was doing it shouldn't have been white, but I thought it was clever from where he's from like Pittsburgh, the terrible towel. That's what he was doing.
I get it. He is in the preview, and she gives him some shout out in it, so it seems like he's going to make it.
He looks like a Bond villain with some of those outfits.
Oh, he's a very square jaw. Okay. Next would be Chris, 27. This is the guy that does backflips.
I thought his videos were impressive, man. He was jumping really high.
Really
Remember, we said we'd like him if he actually did backflips, and he delivered. Unlike somebody else down the line that I'll bring up
He
when
had
we get
to.
there.
He had no other opportunities.
That's
And
true.
this is
You're right.
proof. Girls don't give a shit about backflips. As cool as I think they are, or other people might think they don't care.
Not backflip. Braden, 24, travel nurse, the tequila shots, not the worst thing you could do. Rocking the earrings, which I think are going to become a theme throughout the season. Different types of earrings. That's his thing.
So bad.
Yeah, that's why I stormed off in the beginning. I feel like this guy, he like either just didn't look in a mirror at all, or he looked in a mirror and he's like, how can I make myself look as crazy as possible? Like Capital One Fuckboy Island style.
He's the evolved version of Pizza Pete, or that guy from the other season who was the pizza guy.
Yeah, Pizza Pete.
Evolved form though.
Bill, you said like he's a good looking guy, but it almost feels like he's like, let me just make myself look as crazy as possible.
He's just hip. I mean, it's just
24.
He's a hippie. He's a hip dude. He's hip.
We'll talk about his journey right now. He obviously was the topic of the drama of the episode. So he did get a makeout session with Charity. He did then go over to the undercover brother bartender. He was not being cocky. He was dreaming out. Like he was excited. And obviously any brother is just not going to love it. And he goes to her and says that he was cocky and saying the rose is his. And man, if he had gotten sent home instead of getting that first impression rose, that I would be singing a very different tune right now for this season already, because I would just been like, this is just ridiculous. And so,
yeah, he's more of a loser than he was cocky. He just wouldn't shut up. That's the way really he just wouldn't shut up.
I agree. Kissed her lips so good. She bit my lip.
The Brandon from Serena's season, or
I know you're talking about. Yep. Spencer. Spencer's not going to win the show, guys. Spencer as a kid. Spencer that might be Spencer's child. I mean, he's Edward Nygma, guys. He's the Riddler. Like, I mean, he had the cackles. He's got like the weird manners. He's like the.
Yep.
I mean,
when Billy blinks, the shame.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, it does really go right to the core of mine. But I mean, that guy, but combined with I am not a creep.
Yeah.
Real big helping manner in the fact of sometimes staring into space. But that was like, but I don't do that to people like when I talk to them. I don't.
No.
I'm saying, but that's like what he was doing. He was just like,
it was just more the eyes thing that people joke about you on.
Yeah, he was getting closer though, right? He was just,
yeah. Where have you been all my life?
I just watched American Psycho last night too for the first time.
You're like, this guy is like him. I said he's a possible one and done, but thankfully he got the final rose.
Legit shocked, man.
I was super psyched, guys. No, I'm so excited. Yeah, Brett can keep the sign. It's all good. We have Two-Face and the Riddler right now.
And then but Brett put something in the Joker.
I called Braden the Joker.
Braden, we'll see how
he has the slick back hair. He had like
I agree. But I mean, we got the behavior, we got the coin flip, and we got the cackles and like the weirdo stuff like that.
Bachelor Batman will be back by one of us.
I mean, there's a lot of Batmans in movies now too, so we can swap up the Batmans here and there. Yeah, there's Elseworlds and everything. Caleb B. Oh, speaking of Elseworlds, he's a pro wrestler. This is the pro wrestler guy. Not as weird as we thought.
I was disappointed he didn't do something better. He was the one I was most disappointed in.
Yeah, but
he said he was a self-loving douche. That was his
persona.
Oh, yeah, persona. Disappointed. I can't wait to see more of him though. His suit was awesome.
Flipped Charity upside down like he did that one.
Yeah,
guy.
He should have just what is it?
He got a power bombed her. Bomb. I think it was a smart move on his part, because I think if that'll come out like naturally in conversation, and it'll be like, whoa, that's cool. Like what? Like he didn't lead by being a big joke, which I actually kind of appreciate.
True.
He walked away. She's like, oh, I like cowboys. And that wasn't even like who he is at all.
No, it's not.
All right, here we go. I'm going to do like the show did. It's rapid fire time for these people. Ready? Joe's tall. Caleb K is tall. Adrian is tall. James is a lawyer. Peter is also a new pilot, Pete. Michael is a yacht captain. Taylor, he did the home video. I thought that was funny.
Funny too.
Spoiler alert, it's not your mom. He's gone. Sean, big check. He's weird. He looks like a little sniveling rat.
That's the dude I thought I said looked like a AI. That was the dude.
That's 100%. He is created by AI.
Two
Uh,
favorite.
John, I think John's a top tier player for this season. Brett threw out that he thinks he's the next Bachelor. I don't think that's a bad pick. A lot of strong picks though, I think, based off episode 1 for a Bachelor next season. So we have to see how it develops. Uh, he had the fortune cookie. He said, I'm a little American, little Chinese, just like me. I thought it was great. Check. He'll be around. Doughton, 9 foot tall from Nigeria. We got a lot of Doughton during the cocktail party and the rose ceremony, his confessionals when he thought he was going home. He was tripping.
He's gonna be here for a while based on previews.
Front runner.
I liked him.
No, he's a great guy. And then obviously this is when Nehemiah, her brother, shows up.
Undercover brother.
That's a good movie.
Great movie.
So I have some notes about the guys. I think we've kind of in our things covered through. Power ranking tier wise, I feel like guys like John, Braden, Xavier, Aaron, Doughton, and then I had Joey, but it doesn't know. Joey doesn't seem, but like it looks like what's it called? Like Tanner is going to be around. So yeah, listen, guys, it would not be an episode of The Bachelor or Bachelorette without a rose ceremony. The following men received roses and have an opportunity at Charity's heart. Obviously, Braden with the first impression rose already safe. Aaron B, John, Xavier, Joey, Caleb B, Warwick, Aaron S, Caleb A, Adrian, James, Sean, Michael, Tanner, Doughton, Caleb K, John Henry, Josh, and the Riddler, Spencer. We all have 19 men remaining going into week 2. We did have a nice season preview. Looks again like normal Bachelor drama. She's upset because by the end, it seems like she can't really choose between the final 2 and is having a really hard time. Looks like a lot of the men have no problem putting other men's name in their mouth. Braden seems to have been a topic from Aaron a few times, so it looks like there may be a rivalry there. Looking like she may snatch a rose off of Sean at some point. That'd be a fun one to watch.
Like, you're not a real person.
So I could go snatch that AI. I'll turn your power off.
Catfish.
Look, I'm hoping that the community feels the same. I was, a little, like you said, cautious just about what the season was going to be. I really liked the premiere. I hope that the community feels the same and that like we at least give this season a fair shot like we always do. And we continue it into next week. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We are also covering Claim to Fame. That will be the video that is just dropped before this one. Brian and I are also covering USA Wednesdays, The Big D, and Temptation Island. Subscribe to our TikTok. We have shows like Love It Hip Hop Atlanta, Love Island, and Below Deck Sailing Yacht. Funny clips of the day. We're also covering UFC, The Ultimate Fighter. Brett, myself, Kevin have been rocking and rolling. It's Team McGregor versus Team Chandler. Really been a good season so far. I've enjoyed it. So really a solid mix. Oh, and Alone. Brian, Lou, and now myself have been covering Alone on History Channel. Look out. We possibly may have some cast interviews coming. We have a playlist of cast and host interviews that we've done in the past. There were some really, really good ones, including Mark Wahlberg from Temptation Island, a bunch of people from F-Boy Island, and recently Farmer Wants a Wife. Really, some really good conversations with those cast members. Our Instagram always has updates of the most recent videos we've dropped if you don't catch the YouTube notification. But until next time, for myself, Brian, Brett, thank you. Peace.